before this video starts, I just wanted to say that I've made a second account, or like a second channel, and basically what it is that all my vlogs and all my gaming vids from here on out, it'll be on that second channel, as well as my my beats too. But besides that, yeah, that's all I wanted to say before the video starts. And with that being said, enjoy the video, bruh. I'm not even trolling when I say this. This is exactly how the fight started, bruh. So the scene starts off in the Shibuya train station, aka the most scuffed place in anime history. Like, this train station is like top 3 one of the worst places to be in, bruh. And to prove my point, in the first 4 seconds of the animation, a poor civilian gets his head popped off like a BBL, bruh. Nah, because that's legit insane. Like, the animation just started. And after Mahito cops one body, he cops another one after he pops the shoddy's head off, RIP. And the bodies just keep piling up after that. Like, nah, this was an insane way to start the animation, bruh. Like, Shigaraki has yet to show up, and Mahito has already copped 3 bodies back to back to back. But my goat Shigaraki finally pulls up and... Nah, we gotta rewind that, bruh.
Is this nigga serious?
Like, there was no way that just happened, bruh. Cause you mean to tell me, out of all the vestiges that Shigaraki had, the first one to get slimed was the 4th user? Like, dog, ain't no way. But after that, Shigaraki locks in with his search quirk and finally spots Shigaraki. Mahito, fuck. But after that, Shigaraki locks in with his search quirk and he finally peeps Mahito.
Damn, you look here dickhead for real, bruh. Say this, bruh. How about you join my crew?
Man, fuck you.
Alright, bruh. Say that.
Like, nah, Mahito foul as fuck for that, bruh. Like, all this man Shigaraki did was ask Mahito to be a part of his crew. And Mahito responds by upping a whole fucking blade at him. Like, dog, what? Like, this is genuinely crazy. I thought the worst they could say was no, but... never mind. And with the snap of his fingers, Shigaraki opens up 2 portals behind Mahito and 2 Nomus come out of it. And I ain't gonna lie, Shigaraki low-key out of pocket for that, bruh. Like, he didn't even give Mahito the choice of a 1v1, he just instantly resorted to jumping. Like, dog, is that not crazy? And what makes this worse is the fact that the Nomus that did pull up gotta be 2 of the worst Nomus to ever grace my presence, bruh. Because I need y'all to peep how badly Mahito violates these 2 Nomus, bruh. Because they both charge on Mahito, but Mahito hits him with the... Like, nah, bro, these Nomus are actually sorry, bro. Because, like, dog, what type of swinging formation is this?
Ew, you nasty ass bastard!
Like, I'm actually getting impressed by this. Cuddy, who swings like this? Like, dog, that punch was so atrocious, he ended up jumping over Mahito, dog. Like, Mahito didn't even fully dodge. He just tilted back slightly, and this dumbass Nomu flew over his head so quickly. And that's not even the dumbest thing this Nomu did, because peep game. Mahito sends this Nomu over here, and instead of just charging forward like a regular person, this dumbass proceeds to run around the pillar and then charge forward. Like, dog, for what? Doing all these cinematics just to get cooked by Mahito is crazy. And speaking of Mahito, when the Nomu charges in, Mahito proceeds to cook one of the most craziest 1v2s I've seen in Death Battle, bro. Like, this was crazy. Because Mahito weaves out the way and he gets a clean hit off the other Nomu. And he slashes the other Nomu while jumping over him and he hits him with another slash. Like, damn, Mahito, not too much on him now. The other Nomu pulls up and tries to swing at Mahito, but once again, he weaves out the way. The Nomu turns back trying to hit Mahito again, and this dickhead is grinning ear to ear as he dodges, leaving both the Nomus posing like this. Like, nah, these 2 Nomus are actually so ass, bruh. Because how the hell is you getting reverse jumped by Mahito? Like, this man is notoriously known for getting jumped, and y'all are somehow losing to him. Like, what? Like, this shit is genuinely hurting my brain. How are y'all this trash? But anyways, after violating both the Nomus, Mahito packs them up with idle transfiguration and shoots both of them at Shigaraki. And look at Shigaraki, bruh. Like, bro, this shit is actually funny as hell, bruh. Cause you mean to tell me while Mahito was over here running a fucking solo squad on these 2 Nomus, they really had Shigaraki on his phone playing Goon Platoon Simulator in the meantime, bruh. Like, nah, that's hilarious. Shigaraki sees what Mahito's doing and decides to clap back by firing a bunch of hands at him, which results in a beam struggle. And with one blast, Shigaraki says, "Game over," and proceeds to boom Mahito, bruh. Have my boy Shigaraki over here cackling to himself, bruh. And while Mahito is over here laid out on the floor looking like Gus from Breaking Bad, he gets back up and he regenerates and does this. Hey yo, what the fuck? Nah, that's zesty as hell, bruh. Mahito tries to lips up Shigaraki, but my goat dodges out the way and right hooks him. Only for Mahito's clone to come out of nowhere and backdoor Shigaraki. And in typical jump jutsu fashion, Mahito starts to jump the fuck out of Shigaraki. And this is actually crazy to see, cause you mean to tell me Mahito's in a 2v1 and he's not the one getting jumped? That's crazy. And when Mahito starts to jump Shigaraki, he jumps him in one of the most craziest way possible, bruh. Because every hit Mahito lands is causing a vestige of Shigaraki to get popped in the process. Like, nah, that's insane. Like, it was so bad he had Shigaraki shivering. Had me over here in my seat like, nah, that's my goat? And while Shigaraki getting jumped, just like our Mahito face over here, bro. Like, he's really jumping him while cheesing him. Like, dog, this is insane. But Shigaraki locks it and face palms Mahito's clone, decaying him instantly. And I want y'all to look at Shigaraki's face before he did this. Like, dog, he was just itching to do this. But I can't even blame him for tweaking out. That Jumpjutsu shit weak as hell. But after Mahito's clone decays, the scene finally becomes a 1v1 and... Okay, see now, Mahito's starting to piss me off, bruh. Because, yo... Who are you posing for? Like, this was so unnecessary. They really got Mahito posing for the gram mid-fight. Like, bro, what? But Shigaraki charges at Mahito and both of them end up inside of the train as they start to box in a 1v1. Shigaraki tries to decay Mahito, but Mahito hits the... as a couple of hands spawn in trying to grab Shigaraki. But Shigaraki counters it and out of fucking nowhere like Randy Orton, Mahito pulls up with a black flash and he booms Shigaraki dead in his face, sending him to the back of the train. And we gotta give respects to the animator Moro, bruh, because the amount of details in this one black flash is actually nuts, bruh. Like, it's actually so fire, bruh. And after he lands the black flash, I need you to hear what Mahito says, bruh.
What a rush! Oh, ho, brother, ho, whoa, 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 now.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
But after landing the black flash, Mahito spazzes out and instantly transforms into his spirit body transformation. Shigaraki sees this and immediately goes, I bet, and instantly transforms into his defensive mode. And after they both transform, they finally start to run the clean ones. Shigaraki starts swinging at Mahito, but Mahito's on that UI Goku time and straight dodging and weaving all his hits. Mahito chops off Shigaraki's arm and follows it up by tripping him over, and when Shigaraki tries to strike back, Mahito hits him with another black flash out of nowhere, which causes Shigaraki to lose an arm, but my goat regenerates it and manages to grab a piece of Mahito and clip him. But the thing that happens next after this is utterly crazy, bro, because peep game. Because Mahito hits not one, but two black flashes back to back, had my boy Shigaraki flying across the train. Mahito flash steps in front of Shigaraki and tries to hit a third black flash. Like, dog, Jesus Christ. Like, this man Mahito is hitting back to back black flashes like he's fucking Yuji, bro. Like, what the hell? But as Mahito tries to hit the black flash, Shigaraki intercepts his shot, and then this shit happens.
That all you got? Domain expansion.
Mahito pops his domain expansion and instantly catches Shigaraki in it. And when he catches Shigaraki in his domain, he starts to talk the most craziest shit I've seen him talk.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Now, if I'm being honest, even though I think Mahito's a fucking bum, that was cool. That was kind of clean. I can't even hate on that. And while Mahito was spitting, we could see the vestiges of Shigaraki start to decay as the domain starts to overpower Shigaraki. And while that's happening, Mahito starts to full-on cheese Shigaraki, bruh. Like, I'm talking straight ear-to-ear grinning, bruh. Just full-on tweaking and geeking the fuck out, bruh. And as Mahito's laughing, he suddenly enters Shigaraki's mind and he sees...
Oh, hell no!
I know that boy Mahito was over here having flashbacks to when he tried this shit with Yuji only to see Sukuna, bruh. Same thing with this, bruh. Invaded Shigaraki's mind, but the first thing he sees is Satan's greatest soldier. Shit crazy.
You not slimy shit, my nigga. Shigaraki 5.
And as he says that, he beams Mahito and one-shots all the aura Mahito had, reverting him back to the bum that he always was. And y'all, look at Mahito's face, bruh. Like, nah, that's hilarious, bruh. Couldn't realize he was not built for that, bruh. But after that happened, Shigaraki proceeds to decay the whole domain, breaking it, and proceeds to decay the train itself, which causes it to crash. And y'all, look at my goat right here, bruh. Like, this right here is what actual aura looks like, bruh. Not that dumbass shit Mahito was doing earlier, gang. And what happens next is single-handedly the best moment in death battle history.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, ain't no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. It
Like, it's actually so sad. This man Mahito stay running away from fights that he be starting. And as Mahito starts running away, it just only gets worse for him, bruh. Because Mahito gets caught with the decay, and this motherfucker sprouts wings just to duck Shigaraki. Like, is this crazy? Like, this has to be crazy. But Mahito's body continues to decay, and nah, see, like, he's going out sad, bruh. But Mahito still tries to run, but Shigaraki picks him up, and with one swipe, puts this man on eternal fraud watch, just like Yuji did, bruh. And all that's left is my glorious goat Shigaraki standing proud after copping the dub. And what makes this better are the words that Shigaraki said before he clipped Mahito, bruh. Like, peep this.
You only hate humanity because you were born that way. Totally random. I hate them for a reason. You grow up.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And with all that said, the fight ends with my goat Shigaraki copping the dub. And with that all being said as well, it's been your boy Big Wump. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all.